Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to the Breslov weekly Parshas Shir. This week is Parshas Beshalach, one of the more famous Parshas in the Torah. It has the section of Kriyas Yamsuf, the splitting of the sea. It says when Paro sent the Jews out and they went into the desert, Paro thought they were lost. So he said, "You're going for 3 days." It's 3 days passed. They didn't come back. He changed his mind. He sent the Jews out. Now he wants them back as slaves. So he chases after them with his army. They come to the Red Sea. Okay. The Jews come to the Red Sea, and the Egyptian army is pursuing them. What do? Where do you go? You have the Egyptian army behind you. You have cliffs on one side. You have a forest with wild animals on the other side, and you have a sea before you. Where do you go? Some said, let's go back to Egypt. Some said, let's fight, let's see. Nobody said, let's go through the sea. Hashem tells Moshe, you know what? The Jews are worthy to having the sea split before them. So raise your staff over the sea, and then the sea will split. Now, Chazal, the Midrashim, we all have a lot of different miracles that occurred at the sea. In the Pesach Haggadah, we say there were 50 miracles, 200 miracles, 250 miracles. But the enormity of just the fact that water was split, that itself is beyond any kind of natural ability to happen. People should walk through the sea. No, doesn't happen. But the Jews did. And they got to the other side. Some of the miracles that took place was that the earth, the bottom of the sea is muddy. No, it became strong like asphalt. The Jews passed through. They were thirsty. They opened their mouths. Water came in from the sea. Pure water, not salty. They wanted fruits. Take a fruit, eat, bite an apple, banana, whatever. Trees sprouted up in the sea, gave the Jews what to eat in the course of the time that they were crossing the sea. When they got to the other side, Hashem said, Moshe, okay, these evil people pursued you. They harmed you. They enslaved you. You're going to die now. So extend your staff over the sea again and let the sea return to its original position, which it did, and all the Egyptians were drowned. This is the story of the Red Sea. And the amount of miracles that happened then, if we are a little bit attuned to spirituality, even a little bit, we can see many of those miracles happening today. First of all, the end of the Parsha is the passage about the manna. How manna descended to the Jewish nation. 40 years, they were in the desert, no McDonald's, no Burger King, no Kosher Delight, whatever. There was none of that. It's a desert. Nothing grows there, nothing is there. But they were fed for 40 years in the desert with heavenly food. Now, let us take a look at ourselves today. Where are we? The sea splits. Reb Nosson writes, what does a person do if he wants to travel to Israel He wants the mitzvah of walking 4 cubits in Eretz Yisrael. And he goes throughout Europe, wherever he is. He comes to the port, let's say Istanbul, let's use that as an example, and he wants to cross the sea and there's no ship. How do you get across the sea? Not likely the sea will split for him, right? How does he get across the street? Rav Nosson writes that you have to have a desire, a will to do the mitzvah. The Jews, when they left Egypt, wanted to serve Hashem. They wanted to. Hashem provided them a way. He opened the sea, they passed through. Later on, in next week's Parsha, they received the Torah. Same thing happens with a person who wants to do a mitzvah today. If you really take a look at what happened to you from the time you were born till today, and how Hashem brought you to this very moment with the thoughts that you have, with the desires that you have, with the will and determination, you'll see that Hashem led you on a path like going through the desert 40 years, whatever amount of time, however old you are. Hashem led you through it, and Hashem is leading you through it, and Hashem is letting you cross the sea. I've seen it in my lifetime, I don't know how many times, untold amount of times where I've seen how Hashem has just made things happen. I wanted them to happen, I had no means, and yet they happened. How? Because Hashem controls the world. And if you really want something, He'll make it happen. He'll make it happen. And that's the same thing with our parnasa, with our manna. We all think that we work hard. Yeah, we do. We put a lot of effort into our business, into our parnasa, into our income. And yet, with everything that we do, right, we don't control the world markets. So how do you know what you're doing is going to be successful? But Hashem throws in the success. Many times when we feel our backs are to the wall, and all of a sudden something opens up, and we get that heavenly blessing at the right time that we need it. So let us learn from the Parsha what it means to cross the Red Sea, to know that nothing could stop us from coming close to Hashem. All we need is the faith. The faith. Vayaminu b'Hashem v'Moshe avdo. They believed in Hashem and His servant Moshe. Because of that faith, they crossed the sea. They were able to get to levels and ideas way beyond what they originally thought. And this, actually, the Tikkun Zoya says that in the past, it was Moshe Rabbeinu who opened up the Red Sea. In the future, what's going to happen? The rod that Moshe Rabbeinu had, the staff that he used to open the sea, is going to be used again to open the sea of wisdom. We're going to attain wisdom, heavenly wisdom. What's the staff? Rav Nosson writes that it's the quill, the pen, that which we print svarim, we print books, and we open up the Torah to many, many people. That itself is the splitting of the Red Sea today. So all you have to really do, if you want to see the splitting of the sea, if you want to go beyond where you are today, you want to pass it and surpass it, and all you got to do is buy a couple of svarim, buy a couple of books that speak about Torah, and of course, I'm going to promote Rabbi Nachman, but you speak about the Torah, you learn the Torah, and you're going to see Who knows how many miracles happen to you, how many paths of knowledge, of wisdom open up to you, and that you're able to see how Hashem guides the world and Hashem runs the world, and that Hashem will also bury our enemies, our opponents. There's many. They come out of the woodwork today like roaches. They keep on coming out. And yes, they're dangerous. They can carry disease, atheism, and disbelief in Hashem and whatnot. But we have the ability to rise above it with knowledge of Hashem. May Hashem help us that we merit to see the sea splitting open before us, the vanquishing of our enemies, and the coming of Mashiach, the building of the Beis Hamikdash, B'meida b'yameinu, Amen. I want to thank you all for watching these videos. We hope it's helped you, the ideas of Rabbi Nachman, Rabbi Nosson, and it'll enhance your Shabbos. You'll have something extra to talk about. We hope you'll be able to share these ideas with other people too. And with that, we're going to see wonders upon wonders, how people's lives improve, and we have real reason to live, go forward with life, and to succeed in having a wonderful life. Amen.